Please join me in welcoming Maryland's Lieutenant Governor, Abruna Miller.
Good evening. I am thrilled to be here on the Lower Eastern Shore, right? Is that what you call yourselves? All right. It is wonderful to be here. Anna Newton, thank you am I too loud? Okay, just want to make sure. Anna Newton, thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. And as I'm listening to it, I'm like, why did my staff send you the long version of my bio? Because I know the graduates want to move on to get their diploma, so my apologies for that. But thank you for the nice introduction. So good evening, WOR WIC Community College. Congratulations, class of 2026. So 51 years ago, WOR WIC started with borrowed rooms and a belief that people of the Lower Eastern Shore deserved access to education, and they were absolutely right. Today, it's a thriving campus that contributes nearly $150 million to the region's economy every single year. And yes, and as you heard from Dr. Casey, most of the graduates who walk across the stage, in fact, I think, Dr. Casey, you said 90%? 90% stay here. They build their careers here, they raise their families here, and they give back. Graduates, tonight you join that legacy, wherever your path may lead. And none of this happens without the people who show up every single day to make it possible. So President Dr. Deb Casey, thank you for your extraordinary leadership. How lucky are we that we got her from Seattle, Washington to come all the way here to the Lower Eastern Shore of Maryland. I also want to thank the executive leadership, Chair Hazel, and the entire Board of Trustees, the faculty, and Team WOR WIC. Every individual that maintains this building, every food server, everyone that makes this possible, thank you. And also I want to say thank you for all of you for creating the opportunity for every student who walks through these doors. Whether they're 18 years old or 77 years old. Yes, you heard that right. Those are actually the ages of the youngest and oldest graduates today. Can we give them a round of applause? And as you already heard, one student is earning her college degree before she even graduates from high school. That is remarkable. And can we give it up for our student speaker, Bonnie Jones? And congratulations to Dr. David Mongor and Ms. Melissa Reddish on receiving the President's Distinguished Faculty Award. Dr. Mongor, I was just checking out your shoes. You got some nice looking shoes on there. Just saying, okay? To all our elected officials that are here, thank you for joining us. District 37 A and B and all the commissioners, thank you for your commitment to this community. And to the parents, grandparents, spouses, siblings, children, friends, and mentors, and yes, the pets too. This day belongs to you as well, because there would be no graduates without your love, your sacrifice, your patience, and your belief. So tonight, we celebrate every one of you. Congratulations. So class of 2026, look around. Everyone that is here because of you, including me. So I say, shall we have a little fun tonight? Yeah? Okay, I'm glad to hear that. So I understand every one of you are really good at taking tests and quizzes. Is that right? Okay. Well, here's a pop-up quiz about me that I'm going to give to you. So here it is. 1 is true, 2 are false. Here we go. 1, I have a cat named Hey Jude. 2, I did stand-up comedy. 3, I went to Ugly Pie with Governor Moore and ordered a salad. Okay, a show of hands that believe I have a cat named Hey Jude. Okay, I'm a dog mom, but I do love the Beatles. Who here believes that I ordered a salad at Ugly Pie? Look, there is absolutely no way that I'm going to walk into a place called Ugly Pie and order a salad. I've never met a pie that I didn't like, folks. Just something you need to know about me. Now, who got the correct answer that I did stand-up comedy at one time? Very good. I'll get back to that story in a moment. So I am Aruna Miller, your Lieutenant Governor, and it gives me so much great honor and privilege to serve every one of you. Now, I know that many of you grew up on the Lower Eastern Shore, waking up to the smell of salt water, summer jobs in Ocean City, serving tables, lifeguarding, just working hard. A community built on agriculture, seafood, tourism, healthcare, trades, and education. And every single one of these fields needs you. The farms that feed this region, the hotels and restaurants that welcome millions of visitors every single year, the hospitals caring for our aging population, the homes that need skilled hands and TLC to maintain them, the classrooms waiting for the next generation of educators. This is not a list of jobs. This is your community, and it's waiting for you. And for many of you, coming to Warwick meant carrying more than just a backpack through these halls. You carried jobs, you carried families, responsibilities that didn't pause, not for finals week, not for clinics. Every last hour of sleep, every sacrifice, that's not baggage, that's your foundation. WOR WIC taught you how to learn, how to look at a problem, and find your way forward. So when life throws you something new at you, and trust me, it will, you'll do what dolphins do: read the current, adapt, and never swim alone. That is your superpower. And I know something about that. I came to the United States when I was 7 years old. I didn't speak a word of English. In fact, I spent most of my life trying to fit into spaces that didn't have me in mind. I was a brown kid with a funny name that grew up in the Midwest in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm a female civil engineer in a male-dominated field, and as an Indian American woman legislator in a legislature that looked nothing like me. It took me some time to realize that it's those moments of discomfort. Those were not signs that I didn't belong there. There were forces telling me that I needed to be there. Life's way of showing me that my world could be far bigger than the one I had ever imagined for myself. Those were the moments I learned the most, I grew the most, and made the most of myself. So I want to let you know, comfort has a way of shrinking your world without you ever noticing, while discomfort has a way of stretching your life beyond what you could have ever imagined. So a few years ago, I decided to challenge myself. I signed up for a stand-up comedy class, because why not? How hard could that be, right? It was hard, okay? It was not easy. I remember going there on summer weekends at the Improv in their basement with the musty smell of beer in the air and practicing stand-up comedy. Believe it or not, folks, there is a science to comedy. I never knew that, so I learned quite a bit. So when it finally came to the day that I had to go up and do my performance, was I petrified? Heck yeah, I was scared. Was I funny? Maybe not so much. Was it worth it? 100%. I walked onto that dimly lit stage terrified, and I walked off a different person. Some of the most meaningful things that will happen to you in your life: a new skill, a promotion, a relationship, a version of yourself you haven't met yet, they're all on the other side of something that feels really uncomfortable, scary, and unfamiliar. So graduates, don't run from spaces that challenge you. They may be the very places that change you, and likely where you'll find the best version of yourself. Now, earlier I told you I'm a Beatles fan, right? Now, I know some of you may not know who the Beatles are. Think of them as this generation's Taylor Swift, Kendrick Lamar, Beyonce, and Bad Bunny all bundled up together in one band. Yes, that's how remarkable the Beatles were, all in one band. Well, the final song the Beatles recorded together left a timeless message, and it goes like this: and in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. Not money, not status, not power. In other words, what gives life meaning is how you show up for others. Your kindness, your generosity, your compassion, and your presence. The ones who change the world aren't the ones who take the most. They're the ones who give the most. So I say, from Governor Moore and myself, we ask you to make service a central part of your life. The Lower Eastern Shore invested in you. WOR WIC invested in you. Now it's your turn. Because the truth is, a degree is not just about what you can do for yourself. It's also about what you can do for others. And service is how you pay it forward. You have your diploma, and now life is going to move really fast. Your career will take off. Responsibilities will grow. The world will always have another goal waiting, another milestone to chase. And if you're not careful, you'll spend your whole life getting ready to live it. Don't do that. Order that pie, not the salad. The pie is the moment. It's the graduation you actually let yourself feel. It's giving your parents a hug and telling them how much you love them. It's a sunrise on the Chesapeake that you drove past because you were running late. Those moments don't interrupt your life. They are your life. So order that ugly pie, savor it, share it, and remember, it's what's on the inside that counts. Class of 2026, nobody handed you this. You earned it on your own. You read the current, you adapted, and you showed up to do the uncomfortable thing again and again until you earn the right to sit tonight in your cap and gown. So continue to do the hard things. Walk onto the stage and claim your space. Lift others as you rise. Again, order that pie. As a matter of fact, I just went over to Ugly Pie earlier and got myself a rhubarb strawberry pie, and I can't wait to dig into that. Warwick is rooting for you. Governor Moore and I are rooting for you. Maryland is rooting for you. Congratulations and Godspeed, Dolphins.